Hi, I'm Jeff Gossman, Vice President of Product Management for ClickFox. We're a customer experience analytics platform. And one of the things we're seeing a lot of companies struggle with is organizational and data silos that are preventing them from really understanding what key things are impacting their customer experiences and the journeys that customers are having through the entire life cycle. So you've got all these different touch points, whether it's on the web or on the phone system or with an agent or in a retail store, all these different journeys that are happening through the life cycle of a customer experience, and they're having trouble mapping those through. So what we see is organizational silos. First of all, there's somebody that owns the web, maybe somebody owns the call center, maybe somebody that's just focused on sales, somebody that's just focused on marketing or customer support. So there's organizational silos, and then the data where all this lives, all this big data is in these different data silos, and companies struggle to kind of piece those together. So that's where we find at ClickFox we can kind of have a connective tissue that pulls all of these different touch points across all channels, across all departments, and provide that unique 360-degree view of the customer.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Scott Buchanan. I'm Director of Marketing at Medallia. And one of the things that we see companies struggle with to revitalize their customer experience is knowing where to start. It's a big job, and there's a lot of ground to cover, but you've got to take the right first step.
I'm Reza Sodagar. I'm Senior Director of Marketing at SAP for CRM. Regarding the challenges of delivering great customer experience, what we have seen in our research is it comes down to three major points. They tell us actually technology in many cases has kept companies to deliver a great customer experience. And by that, what the executives mean is that technology has created boundaries within their companies. It has created walls within their departments, so they can't act as a single company in front of the customer. They act like a series of departments. The second big item that still keeps coming up is having a complete view of all customer information and being able to understand who the customer is. If you want to be relevant to them, it's really hard to be relevant if you don't understand who the customer is and what their needs are. And the last element is about collaboration. Many companies have hired great people, they've trained them, but it's really hard for these people across departments to collaborate with each other to deliver an outcome to the customer. And that's the third element that companies have called out as being a major problem.
Hi, I'm Chris Cottle, EVP of Marketing and Products for Allegiance. And I think that the number one reason that companies struggle with moving forward their customer experience initiative is being able to connect all that they're doing with creating true business value, trying to tell a business story in an effective way. We always like to tell people, spend half of your time dealing with your vendor and your programs and your surveys and all the things you need to do that are part of the mechanics of your program. And spend the other half trying to figure out how do you popularize and democratize the outcome of your program, the results of your data. How do you connect it and tell a business story that's relevant at the C-suite and relevant to the mid-market division managers and departmental managers, and also relevant at the front lines.
Hi, I'm Tim Souther, the Chief Marketing Officer of Axiom. I'm here at the Forrester Customer Experience Forum. So that's a great question. Why don't organizations be more aggressive in advancing their customer experience? And I think the answer to that comes down to one word, and that's about strategy. And I guess more accurately, strategic alignment. So for me, why don't people do it? Well, if you compete successfully on price, then customer experience is less important. Or if you compete successfully on distribution, you're everywhere where people want you to be, it's less about customer experience. And if you can build a better mousetrap, you're always beating the competition on product innovation, then it's less important on customer experience. So the reality is, for most organizations, there will be very, very few companies that can compete on price or distribution or innovation on an ongoing basis. For most of the rest of us, we're going to have to compete on customer experience. And the key to making it happen is the guy or gal at the top deciding that it is integral to the promises that he or she has made to investors. When that happens, customer experience will be accelerated and transformed.